mentally really fucked. A generation grew up in the new. Well, when the kids had kids, they did what Fred once did and ran around always jerking off. Their mamas tried to make it stop, but pussy power can't be popped. And with time the whole damn town forgot. They got fucked up, yeah, mentally really fucked. They thought it was a normal thing to do. They got fucked up, yeah, mentally really fucked.
I'm so glad we played that.
Me too. I'm so glad you wrote that.
AI music making is just like it's a power that I should not have wielded.
Probably not. I mean, I have a lot of love and hate with AI for lots of reasons. I have a lot of cognitive dissonance
fair.
with it.
Fair.
You know,
but like making a stupid little song. I mean, come on.
Every once in a while, you gotta do something.
I did.
Every once in a while, you gotta do something that makes you smile. You gotta do something to make you smile.
You just gotta write a song about some dude jerking off.
And fucking up an entire generation via, culty tactics. I am so tagging Knitting Cult Lady. I am so tagging Knitting Cult Lady.
For anyone watching,
Danielle is amazing.
I don't know how I wrote that. I was brushing my teeth, and my friend and I were going back and forth writing each other's songs, and that's what fell out of my brain. So, welcome to the podcast.
What up, witches?
What up, witches? Episode 4.
We're here. Boss ass witch. Ooh. I'm a boss ass witch. I'm a boss ass witch. Yeah, that's pretty much how I got the title. I get random songs in my head and it helps me figure out a title for the next episode.
Fair.
This one you can actually thank my husband for.
Oh. Thank you, Senor Dan.
What did he say? Did he say boss ass witch or did he say... He said something else. I'm not sure, but it ended up with that.
Yeah. Nice. It works.
Oh,
how
it does.
Are you, friend? How have you been? How's your week been?
Oh, not as good as last week. It went by too fast.
Yeah, I know.
Way too fast.
We kept texting each other all week saying, "What? It's already bit. It's already bit.
It's already Wednesday. It's already Friday.
Yeah."
It's already Saturday? What?
Yeah.
I was going to do a whole script, and then all of a sudden, it's Sunday night. And I'm like, what?
I was going to start working on the Blue Sky account, and then I just blinked.
Yep. It's fine.
Yep.
I didn't.
Yep.
I was going to clean this whole room, and I have been cleaning, but I've also been interrupted by children all week. So it took me 4 days to sweep the floor.
Well, you also have a lot of floor.
That was 1/4 of the floor.
Oh, okay. I was trying to be nice. I was trying to.
I didn't even get that. The reason it took me 4 days, though, is I had to get all of my son's toys out of this room and take them up to his room. And then I had to get all the shit that's going to stay in here and put it on top of a table or on top of a surface to get it off the floor, right? With the carpets and, I have to move the tables out of the way so I can get underneath the tables. So it took me time to move each object and sweep under it.
Right.
And every single time I would move an object and sweep under it, here comes my son. Mommy, can I have a snack? Mommy, can I have a hug?
A hug.
Mommy, sister took my Powerade and poured it all over herself.
Oh, God. Oh.
How was your week?
Maybe a little... Ow, are you okay?
I'm okay. Sorry. How was your week?
It was. I think mine was a little bit less. Whatever that was.
Chaotic.
Yeah, sure. Well, chaotic.
Go with that.
I feel like I literally had time to do nothing, and then I got it all done this weekend.
Yeah. I got a lot of it done this weekend.
Yeah. That's when my husband is home, so he can watch my daughter.
Yeah.
While I do other things, because nothing gets done during the day.
That's right.
Uh,
Also, for those who are listening, you can pop in a comment in the chat and we can read it right off here. So if you're watching on YouTube or on Substack, go ahead and comment. I'm going to go ahead and log into Substack over here too. That way I can see how we're doing. Mostly just so that way, this is interactive. We didn't get a chance to do a whole bunch of stuff this week. I was supposed to do my tarot reading. And didn't.
Does that mean we get to watch you do it now?
You did get to watch me do it now.
Yay!
No, shush.
Instant regret.
I just wanted to make sure that I have the chat up and running on both. So I do. Cool. So if you are watching right now, you can just drop it on in the chat and I will see it. My tarot readings this week are going to be this is my regular tarot stuff. So if you usually join in to watch my tarot, sorry I didn't get to do it Friday or yesterday.
We forgive you.
I'm doing it now. I do want to know, Ellie, which deck you think I should use for this week. So I have my Memento Mori, which is the skeletonized version of like the regular style.
Okay.
Of course, my standard. My pot tarot deck. My cat tarot deck that you got me.
Oh.
My Nightmare Before Christmas deck.
Save that one for closer to Halloween.
That's what I was thinking.
It is coming up.
It is.
Spooky season. We went grocery shopping today, and it's pumpkin everything now.
Everything. I had to go get stuff to homeschool starting tomorrow, which is also my mom's birthday. Happy birthday, Mama. And so there was just Halloween shit everywhere. I did indulge in a tiny bit of consumerism. I'm mostly doing the boycott. With everything. Am I like freezing bad, or is it just every once in a while?
I think it's just every once in a while. It looks okay
cool.
now.
So yeah, I am. I indulged in a little consumerism. I did try to boycott most everything. Like if I do go to McDonald's, for example, I totally use my mom's points so that I can get free shit instead of actually giving them money. Like my mom doesn't have the capacity right now to participate in a bunch of boycotts, so she's still going to be using it. I can benefit off of her using it, right? So I get my kid.
It works.
Right, I get my kid a Happy Meal because he's like me and he fucking loves French fries. But I don't like go out of my way to go to McDonald's all the time.
Okay, so what was the consumerism though?
And then thank you for catching me back on track.
You're good.
I got a whole bunch of witchy things for my altar, actually.
Oh, stop.
So I got the
it's our one special interest right now, okay?
It's Halloween.
Oh, is that why you're saying consumerism? Because Halloween is a holiday?
Yeah, partially. So, like, for example, I got things that are Halloween decor, but I'm going to be using it year round. But I really
I did the same thing.
did not need to buy the things that I bought.
Oh.
But I'm also a stay-at-home mom who does not really get to go shopping very often. So I treat myself like once a month to a little bit of consumerism. And I feel like that's still making a big effort compared to like going every single day to Target.
I used to do that just to literally walk around. I'm like, buy nothing, just
Exactly.
walk around. But yeah, no, I get what you mean. Okay.
Yeah.
You're fine. You're good. We forgive you.
It does matter with the boycotts and all of that. It does matter. And
Of course.
but until we announce like our official date, that's the one that I'm mostly worried about. Everything else is a little bit makes a difference. So if you can't do it all the time, totally fine. Do it when you can, where you can, as much as you can.
Fair.
Take your spoons into consideration there, people. So
what kind of countryism was that?
Oh, spoons. That's actually a neurotypical thing. So it's spoon theory. When you wake up each day, it's like you have a certain number of spoons in your hand, and every single task takes a spoon out of your hand. So some days you get 10 spoons, and you can do like 10 things, and that's so easy because you have so many spoons in your hand. And then some days you wake up and you have 1 or 2 spoons, and getting out of bed is a spoon.
Wait, that makes
That's the basics of spoon theory. So some days are no spoons. Some days are big spoons. Some days are few no spoons.
I'm having realizations. It's happening live, folks. She's realizing she's negligent. Well, I've been for a while. Anyway.
Yeah. But now you know the spoon theory. And I'm teaching you all sorts of things. I'm teaching you Canadian shit. I'm teaching you all sorts of things. You poor little Canadian Catholic. You.
Oh, I know. God.
Recovering Catholic.
Oh, Father, forgive me for I have sinned.
Too funny. And like just for another thing that's like a spoons no spoons thing for me. Generally speaking, I am still boycotting Coke on the whole. Like when I go and shop with my own money, I am getting the cheapest of the cheap cola, classic cola from Save-A-Lot. But when I get my food stamps in, which is later in the month, I use my food stamps from the government to get me my Coca-Cola. Because if the president can have it all the time, then why can't I? He can pay for it.
Fair.
And I don't drink coffee, so that's my caffeine. That's my one thing.
Fair. Not
so that's an example of spoons, no spoons.
I do drink coffee.
Trying to,
and I got pumpkin spice coffee this week, so that's my consumerism.
Oh, everything is about to get really expensive with those fucking tariffs.
Oh my fucking god!
Everything's just gonna get more and more expensive because he keeps doing the taco tariffs. Trump always chickens out with the tariffs. He places the tariffs, he takes them away. He places them, he takes it away. He's market manipulating.
Speaking of, weren't you about to do tarot?
Oh fuck! Which deck should I use?
Cat tarot. I want to see a cat butt.
You want to see a cat butt? You got it. There's a cat head.
Hello.
Aww. Let me see this up so that way I can talk easy. And while I'm doing this, I would love to hear about what you think is, I don't know. I had a thought and it disappeared on me.
Are you talking to me or the audience?
Everybody.
Oh, okay.
You and the audience.
If we have any input, leave it in the chat.
Don't forget to drop it in the chat.
If anyone has any input, how about that?
Because I think this is the first time we're actually going live so that more people can watch. But I don't think too many are watching right this second, which is fine.
It's fine. It's like late.
It's late.
Yeah.
It's late at night.
It's pretty
Normally I'm on a little earlier,
late. Yeah.
but I still feel bad.
Oh.
Okay. So I do my tarot a specific way, and it's not something that like I learned from anywhere. I just fucking made it up.
That works.
Intuitive chaos. So everything I do here is standard, is not the right way to do it. I just fucking do it the way I feel like doing it. Shut the fuck up. Leave me alone. For anybody watching.
Oh, hello. Light turned off.
So I
We're good.
normally draw for the week 3 main cards, and those are like the work week. So Monday through Friday is the 3 cards that I pull. And then
Okay.
I pull the top and the bottom card to represent Sunday and Saturday, the beginning of the week and the end of the week.
Okay, fair.
So that's what I'm
So
gonna be
the
doing.
top card will be today.
Yes. Because
Okay.
like, I normally do this on
this
Friday.
Right. Okay.
Sunday.
Right. So yeah, okay. We're recording this on Sunday. The Sunday that you're reading for is kind of yesterday.
This is today, yes.
Okay.
Sorry, people. Sorry.
No.
I'm just late. I'm late for a very important date.
I'm just clarifying.
Clarify, thank you. So, I love this card. Sorry, it just popped up. Justice.
That is so cute.
I love that card. I was in the middle of doing this, and it just yeah. Okay.
I want to see a cat butt.
I know. I love the cat butt cards. All right. So this is for Sunday the 24th through Saturday the 30th.
The 30th?
And right?
So like next week
We're already
is
at the end of the month.
September?
Yup. Isn't that fucking crazy? My son
And
is
you
almost
turned
4 years old.
31.
I turned 31. So we start off with the 5 of Wands reversed. I got this yesterday when I was doing a tarot spread for Trump.
Oh.
Okay, so full disclosure, I told my husband about this. I did it in front of him, but I did not post this anywhere. I know all the witches were thinking he was going to die like today by like 9 a.m. or whatever was their official witch talk prediction. I normally don't do daytime predictions because they're always fucking wrong. And I have a theory on that that we'll go over in spirituality. But basically, I think today is the day that he is either going to die or get so ill to the point that it has to be announced. But I did not think we were going to get that announcement today. But I do think something's happened, and I got this card yesterday for him when I was asking about what was going to happen to him today. This was the card in this presentation that I got.
Interesting. I wonder what that could mean.
Well, since that one is technically for Monday, because it's the start of the work week, it's the first card that I pulled, I have a feeling that whatever had happened to him today, Sunday, will be announced tomorrow, Monday.
True. That's a good point.
Middle of the week, Wednesday, we have the Page of Pentacles.
Oh, look at that blit.
Little blip. Blip.
I fucking love this deck.
Blip.
I might be a little biased, but
I love this deck too. It's my favorite. Oh my god. Okay. So the middle of the week, Wednesday, an opportunity is presented to us. Good news and good fortune. Good news, everyone. Do you watch Futurama?
I used to back in the day.
Okay, so Farnsworth. Good news, everyone. The old guy, the old mad scientist guy.
Yeah. Okay. Oh. Yes. Nice. Thank you for that.
Oh my gosh.
Blast to the past.
Well, they have new episodes now. So this is for the end of the week, around the Thursday, Friday. Ooh, I got 2 cards coming out here. But I'm going to take, multiple cards came out, so I'm going to take this one. The devil!
It's the devil.
Oh, God. I just got in my head, like, JD Vance is the devil. But he's so non-threatening.
I see
He's so non-threatening.
What the fuck?
Oh God, what if this next week is like finally we see him crumbling. We see the opportunity of finally he's either stepping down or dead. And then JD Vance, James Donald Bowman, becomes the next president, takes the oath. Like, look at that. Look at that symbolism right there, right?
Mm-hmm. I see it.
You see it?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. At the top of the deck, so we got justice. That's today. Today we had justice.
Interesting.
The end of the week we have Queen of Cups reversed.
Oh, wait. Did we get Queen of Cups last week? I don't know. We got something of Cups. Or did you get like all cups?
I did get all cups. Yeah, I got the 6 of Cups. You got the 6 of Cups. I got the 7 of Cups.
I don't know. I don't know why. I just had like a feeling that like this is tying back to last week.
Yeah. So, this is fun. Okay. So starting with today, Sunday, Justice, which is number 11, a master number representing divine fate and karma and balance. Just saying. Dabbling in the numerology. Okay. Just because the hand feeds you doesn't mean it doesn't deserve an occasional nip. Oh my God, I just love that opening line. This card reminds us that actions have consequences and cause is followed by effect. No surprise, this card is associated with cautious, measured Libra. Fairness will prevail, so play by the rules.
Which we know he never does.
He does not. So tomorrow and into Tuesday, we have the 5 of Wands reversed. There are only so many toys to go around, so there may be some competition on the horizon, even a little struggle and conflict in the seeking of rewards. Reversed, the 5 of Wands is one of the few cards whose reversed meaning seems more encouraging than its upright meaning. Here, it suggests a spirit of working together in harmony to end conflict and develop mutually beneficial solutions, or at least to lift one's nose in the air and pat away with agree to disagree.
Huh? What?
And then we move into the Page of Pentacles, which is an opportunity. Pages represent the number 11, by the way, just like justice.
Ooh, love that.
So the Page of Pentacles, the bleh. Getting off to the right start will portend great success and good fortune ahead. Precocious youth that he is, the Page of Pentacles needs you to take a good hard look at your future. This is about seeing beyond the treat in the outstretched hand in front of you. A good plan and a strong start guarantee success. The brightly hued Pentacles Suncatcher here reminds you to find all the unique and colorful things about yourself. Let your light shine through it. So it's around a Wednesday, middle of the week.
Wow.
And then we move on to the devil, number 15. Like most dogs, the devil is all bark and no bite. Like JD Couchfucker Vance. I relish. I know so many. Okay, so many people are fucking scared of a Vance presidency because they're like, oh my God, Peter Thiel put him in. Oh my God, Heritage Foundation. Oh my God. I'm in Ohio, where Vance is from, right? Everybody fucking hates him. Republicans and Democrats alike. They make so much fun of him. It is hilarious. I think I sent you that one TikTok of the one person who was like dressed up as JD Vance and had a couch strapped around their waist while they were dancing. That song has been playing in my head and just randomly throughout the day. It gives me so much dopamine. Just oh. Da 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 da. Wait. Like sugar on my tongue. Body is so sweet. It just plays in my head randomly throughout the day. It is glorious. I just realized I need to change my baby monitor here. There we go.
That was so that was such a squirrel moment.
Well, I realized my baby monitor was only showing me one of my 2 children, so I needed to fix that. That's all. Okay. Anyway, JD Vance is so unpopular that in his own home state, his own brother ran for mayor in, I think, Cincinnati. I don't fucking remember. One of the major cities, right? And I think he was polling decently well. And then James Donald Bowman comes along and says, hey, everybody, vote for my brother. Oh, my fucking computer went out. Let me type in my stupid password so that way I can see you. And Ohio literally went, no, fuck you. And he lost in a landslide. That's how unpopular he is. So, yeah, all bark, no bite. The dog's gentle expression and uplifted paw represent the lure of more base desires, such as slobbering and tail wagging or couch fucking. Because what do dogs do? What do they do? What do dogs do? What do dogs do to couches, people?
Oh my God.
I'm sorry, I can't. Like sugar on my tongue. Squirrel. The leash around the dog's neck. Ooh, okay. The leash around the dog's neck symbolizes how we are held in bondage, slaves to our own self-destructive instincts. Yet, looking closely, you can see that the leash is actually quite loose. This dog could free itself if it tried, but it is a dog, and therefore incapable. Because it's about cats.
Yeah.
And in a world of MAGA, if MAGA is definitely not cats. They are some kind of reptilian. But if MAGA were cats, JD Vance would surely be a dog.
Yeah.
Just saying. I don't know. That I'm convinced. I'm calling it. I may be wrong. Throwing this out there. I may be wrong. But I have a feeling this week is going to be a week of something big happening. And I think JD Vance is actually going to get a little bit of media attention this week.
I think so. It's what it seems like.
And I guess my official prediction, if he's not being sworn in, he's getting media attention, which is rare for him. He's always off doing something else nobody really knows, other than like when he raises the water in Ohio. That's like, if he's on vacation, he's getting booed. That's the most media attention he gets. I think something big is happening this week that is going to be giving him specific attention that he's not used to. That's my official prediction for this, like, end of the week, Thursday, Friday. Because into Saturday, we have the Queen of Cups reversed.
Hmm.
Regal to the core, the Queen demands your respect. She exemplifies love and kindness, but she's also intuitive about emotional security. And emotional insecurity is never pretty, no matter how it manifests. Jealousy, obsession, or obstinacy. Have you noticed your claws out lately? A little hissing? Take stock. Make sure you're not angling for your own way all the time. Put the needs of others first for a while, and don't keep the entire countertop for yourself. All right, so that's the weekly. Next, I have the daily. Should I use the same deck or should I do a different one? We didn't get any cat butts.
I don't know. It's up to you.
I like this deck a lot, and I want to see a cat butt. Oh, wait. We've got kind of a half cat butt.
Oh, toe beans.
My cat does this all the time.
Toe beans.
We do have the toe beans. The toe beans are important. All right. So let's see here. Sorry, bear with me one second.
Whoa, big yawn.
This is going to be a long episode, people. I'm sorry. We're already 30 minutes in. We haven't even gotten to our part of the thing. So this is going to be a long one. I'm not sorry. Just heads up, I guess. So this is the card that was officially for today, Sunday. Is it still Sunday? It's still Sunday for another 9 minutes. So if you're seeing this after, I am so sorry. I've been behind because life didn't work out this last week the way I hoped it would.
Is Mercury in retrograde?
Ah!
Oh.
The Lovers. And we had Justice for the weekly tie-in. That is a good sign. Number 6.
Interesting.
Harmony and just like, you know what? I'd say that's actually like feeling cared for.
True.
Warm under the sun. I had lots of snuggles with my kid today. You know what? That's pretty on par.
Oh, cute. Maybe it's just for you then to reflect on that moment.
What about you?
Oh.
Did you have any lovers moments today? Lover card moments?
My husband and I spent like an hour, maybe like 30 minutes, I don't know, whatever. At the end of the night, building a wagon for our daughter.
Ooh.
It has a canopy.
Aww,
yeah. When she goes on it has like 2 seats for like 2 kids. They're like facing each other. Yeah. We thought it'd be good to like take her to the pool because you have to walk there.
Yeah.
Hold towels and shit, you know.
Next, we have the 4 of Cups reversed for Monday. That's tomorrow. So that's a release of things that you've been holding on to tightly, or an internal, I think, like holding on to things too tight inside. That's kind of how I read the card usually. Or being unwilling to see the things that are right in front of you. Or is that the... Or you might be getting it shoved in your face because you're not paying attention. I had to do that to my son today. We went shopping, and he left his sunglasses on the shelf of one of the aisles. And it was a toy aisle, and it was Barbie, and his glasses are blue. What is a Barbie aisle? All pink. So it's like a whole pink shelf, blue sunglasses sitting there. And I'm like... He's like, "Where are my sunglasses?" I'm like, "Oh, honey, they're right there. They're, the blue sunglasses right there. They're on the shelf." He's like, and I'm like, "They're right there." And he's like looking everywhere but where I'm pointing. So I had to walk over to it and slowly point closer and closer until I'm doing this to it. And then he found it.
Was it like too high? Did he just like...
No, he put them there. He was looking at toys and he put them down because he wanted both hands and he was holding his sunglasses. Yeah.
Kids.
All right. So this is for Sunday, Monday, Tuesday. What's today? 23rd. 24th by the what's today? 24th. 24th, 25th. Tomorrow's my mom's birthday.
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday. And then Tuesday, the 26th. What do we have for Tuesday, the 26th? We have the 4 of Pentacles. We go to 2 4s. We have 6 4 4.
Interesting. 2 4s.
All right, 2 4s. All right, let's see. And then we have Wednesday, the 27th. They pop out right as I say the date. Did you notice that?
Yeah.
Like the last
like, here
3 popped out. Like right
I heard my name. Here I am.
And this is the 6 of Swords.
6.
Yep, 6 of Swords for Wednesday, the 27th.
Didn't you just get another 6?
I got, yes. So we have 6 4 4 6.
Okay.
Jesus, this is a fun spread numerically. Oh gosh, the next one already popped out, and it's the Emperor reversed. So for Thursday, which is a 4.
Like female archetype reversals.
This one's yes. Okay, but seriously, the 4.
True. Wait, what?
All 3 4s are reversed.
What the fuck?
Fucking God. What the fuck? Okay. All right. So that was Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday.
Did you forget the days of the week?
No. My son got an auto brush, and it came with a chart with stickers so that every day we can put the sticker on his chart for the morning and the night when he uses his new auto brush toothbrush. And he's learning the days of the week. And that's how Miss Rachel sings the days of the week.
Oh.
So I sing it to him when I'm like, okay, today's Sunday. Where's Sunday?
Oh.
And then we sing the Sunday, Monday song. So that way he can go through the days of the week. And then he points to it and he puts a sticker
That's so
on it.
cute. I'm not quite at the like conversational stage yet, but I'm looking forward to it. It sounds really adorable.
It is very adorable. And they say very funny, cute things.
Oh.
Okay, so Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. I already forgot. Friday. What is Friday's card? Friday the 29th? Yeah. Friday the 29th. Right?
Sure. I don't know.
24,
Yes.
25, 26,
You're
27,
correct.
28, 29. Yes. We've got the Page of Cups reversed. We got a cat butt.
Yay!
Kind of.
I love cat butt. Another reversal.
Page of
Another
Cups
cup
reversed.
reversal.
Yes. That's interesting. And then finally for Saturday the 30th.
That is such an interesting spread.
It is. I'm like intrigued by the numbers. Just 6 4 4 6 4 11.
Wow.
And then a king.
Ooh.
King of Wands.
Oh. Who's that referring to?
A strong and wise leader, so certainly not Shady Vance.
So,
That nickname is per Knitting Cult Lady, by the way. Okay.
Hydrate, people.
It's Thursday.
Stay hydrated.
Okay. So we start off. We start off with the lovers. The lovers bask in the sunshine of perfect harmony on a day undarkened by clouds. Love, like sunshine, can scorch if you stand still too long. Burning love is exactly that, and embers require tending. Remember that this card is often associated with choices. Yes, no, stay, go. Are your ears burning or are your feet getting cold?
Cute.
And then we have tomorrow is the Four of Cups reversed.
So weird.
All right. Okay. Ever wonder if you're legitimately bored and restless, or if you should be content with what's in front of you? What's this cup? What's in it? Should I take it? What about that one? So many options. Reversed. More dissatisfaction, more ennui. No need to knock over the food bowl. This limbo is merely a temporary state. Think creatively. New tactics and approaches will bring more options. I wonder if this is the disappointment where people are like, God damn it, he didn't die. My official prediction was that if he didn't die, he was getting worse to the point of it's getting announced this week how bad he is. Like, that's my official prediction.
I should not be laughing, but I find that hilarious.
Laugh away.
Maybe it was just the definition that they use. What the fuck? Ennui?
Yeah. Ennui. More ennui.
That is such a cat wrote that kind of definition.
Yes. An emo cat. An
yeah.
emo cat. Like, that is 100% a cat that spends way too much time with the skids, emos, and city kids. Yeah. That which you seek is coming into your possession. But when reversed, the Four of Pentacles asks you kindly to release your grip a tad. Not just on your insecurities, but also on your possessions. It might be a time for giving rather than receiving. Don't let your tendency toward control mean a missed opportunity. So let go of expectations of his death and allow for other things to be placed before you. Like maybe him getting forced into a memory care facility, which would be way more fitting than death. Just saying.
True. Having him alive to watch his own reputation fall apart would be like...
Having him alive to watch JD fans secede him before his first year in office.
A girl can dream.
That would ruin his fucking ego to shreds. Could you imagine willing it into existence? Oh my gosh. Okay. I was singing it in my head. Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. Tell me you're a mom without telling me you're a mom.
All right.
Okay.
Okay.
You're feeling a little low, but you'll soon be moving on from a rough situation, or trying to, at least. Reversed, sometimes we aim to stretch, but our claws just get stuck on the carpet, making us feel a little trapped. You don't have to stay stuck, but you do have to take a good hard look at what you did to help create the circumstances.
Oh, snap! Okay.
And that was the Wednesday card, which matched with the Page of Pentacles in the weekly spread, which was an opportunity for happiness.
Interesting. Just don't get stuck in the carpet.
Or if you are the one stuck in the carpet, maybe you should check your karma. All right. Then we move on to the Emperor. Number 4. Worn with the right attitude, even a cone of shame can be a crown. Upside down. Upside down. The card is a reminder not to be too rigid. Good rulers, like cats, are flexible. I don't know. I think that crown is falling down.
I think that crown is a little bit of a blinder.
Ooh, being blindsided. Fuck yeah. Let's go. I had a really fucking good spread. So the spreads that I had specifically for Trump involved the high priestess at the center and the empress at the center. I did 2 spreads, and those were the 2 cards that came at the center. The high priestess and the empress.
What?
Feminine, divine feminine rising.
Oh, didn't we just have a black moon?
We did, yes. And that reminds me, when I was doing this tarot spread was during the black moon, and a whole bunch of daddy long legs like descended upon me as I was doing it, like 3 of them at one time, a giant one, a medium size, and an itty bitty little baby. And the itty bitty little baby I saw first because it was in the middle of me shuffling. And these spiders, they hang out in the basement, but they're always in the corners. They straight up swarmed my altar, which is weird. They don't do that. Weird. It was weird.
Oh, I'm like getting itchy.
Like the spiders have not left me alone. I've been seeing them so much since the black moon.
Maybe it's someone trying to tell you something.
I think it's Hecate. Hecate.
Hecate. I've heard it pronounced a lot of ways.
In my head, in my head, it's always Hecate.
Yeah, I say Hecate, but
yeah.
No, it could be. It could also be Lilith, because isn't the black moon usually the black moon usually associated with Lilith? Question mark.
I thought the moon and all in magic and witchcraft is Hecate.
Yes.
So I assumed, but Lilith is like the beginning of all types of demons and everything and all that. Different pantheons though, so because Lilith is through the Yahweh Christianity side and Hecate is part of the Greek pantheon. So they both represent the moon in their own respective religions.
Right. Okay. Thank you for the clarification.
You're welcome. Next we have the Page of Cups. So this is for Saturday the 30th. Upside down. Okay. As usual, the page brings a youthful perspective, but he is still willing to take a good look at his reflection in order to understand his true feelings. Upside down, that kittenish energy can spell frustration and immaturity. There's a little too much drinking out of the toilet and not nearly enough responsibility happening. It's time to pull it together and get down to whatever you're avoiding. Get your head out of the toilet. So those are the cards of the week. For those watching, I will make sure that I post those tonight. I will at least post a note with what the cards of the week were and a quick little synopsis. I feel bad because lately I have not been up to date with all of my tarot readings. I did kind of take this last week off as a vacation and posted like one big one since I didn't get to go live last week. So I'm still kind of recovering from those days off, but I will get these posted as soon as I can, guys. And thank you for watching that. And thank you for letting me do that at the beginning of the podcast.
Oh, no, of course. That was so much fun. I'm so glad I got to be there with you.
Oh my gosh. And we can still do more later if you would like to, but I don't want to take more time away from the other stuff. Because we were talking about spirituality earlier.
We were talking about it off camera, and then we were like, wait, maybe we should just talk about it on camera.
Yeah. And what prompted that, by the way? I forget.
I think we were talking about books before that.
Yes, and yoga.
Of course, yoga. I'm talking about yoga for like the 3rd week in a row, but like...
Oh, pagan.
Yes. That was also...
And the do no harm shit. Mm-hmm. I think that's what you were talking about.
Were you trying to... Should I...
Yeah, let's pick up there.
Okay.
Yep, there.
Okay. Sure. I'll ask you a question to start, and then we can go from there. How were you raised? What, if any, religious beliefs did you have growing up?
Ooh.
and that includes like spiritual. I would both, any, and then
Okay.
how has that changed, and what do you believe now, I guess, if you feel comfortable explaining all
Okay.
that?
Yeah. I'm happy to do that, but I can tell you right now, I will be very long-winded, and I just spoke a lot. So how about I turn my mic off for a second and you answer these questions while I get stoned and cough my head off over
Fair,
here,
fair, fair, fair.
while you get to
Sure,
answer these
fair.
questions, and I will be listening while I get stoned. But I feel like I've been talking way too much lately, and I would like to give you that opportunity to have the stage.
Fine, fair. Okay. Well, so I was raised Catholic. My both sides of my family are mostly Irish. So, I guess Irish Catholic. So I was raised believing, like there's a God and Jesus. Something about like Jesus is his son, but Jesus is also God. And then there's like this thing called the Holy Spirit. Some people, my grandma would call it the Holy Ghost. So I was confused. What's a spirit? What's a ghost? We would go to mass every Sunday. I went to a private school, a private Catholic school, when I was in preschool, pre-K 3 and pre-K 4, and then kindergarten. So 3 years, and then after that, I switched to a public school for first grade. But anyway, so we would go to mass every Sunday. I was eventually confirmed, and which that basically means, if you don't know, like when you're about like 13, you go in and like get your first communion, which is like the little cracker thing, and like drinking the wine. You're allowed to do that now after you get confirmed. Before, you're not really supposed to. Before you get confirmed, you're supposed to walk up. I don't know if anyone has ever like seen in the movies, like people walking up to the priest and like he's holding the thing and like gives it to you and says like the body of Christ, and then like hands you the wine and the blood of Christ. Yeah. So during that, everyone gets up from their seat and like goes to receive the communion. And before you receive your first communion, when you're around like 13, 14, I think, you just walk up like this. Like, do you remember coming with me? Did we have to walk like this? Oh, you're muted. Oh, never mind.
So I didn't. I sat back because I wasn't part of the church,
Right.
So they didn't make you like.
You didn't
I like looked over at your mom.
Right, you didn't have to get up.
And
right.
She looked at me and she's like, "You don't have to, sweetie."
Right. Yeah. Right. I remember now. Okay.
So I just chilled in the back. Fun fact: that skirt that I wore that day, that plaid skirt.
Oh,
do you
I do remember.
I still have it and I still wear it. I wore it yesterday.
Oh wait, I love that.
Yeah, I was 13.
Oh.
I'm wearing clothes that I had when I was 13. I'm 30. Random sidebar, but yeah, I do remember. And yes, for those who were not Catholic, it is a really odd experience going into a Catholic church because there's lots of kneeling, lots of standing, sitting, kneel, stand,
sing,
kneel, stand,
sing,
sit, stand,
sing,
kneel, stand. The singing was my favorite part. I'm not gonna lie. I enjoyed the singing part.
If you have the energy for it, I guess it is kind of it can be fun.
The words were always funny as fuck to me.
I don't know if I remember any. I played clarinet in the church like choir thing for a little while.
Yeah.
I also went to one youth group meeting. One.
I mostly remember of that time, like going to church with you on Sunday so that you wouldn't be alone. like we would specifically plan to ask your mom if I could spend the night on Saturday.
Yep. Wait, I can't hear.
How about now?
I'm reconnecting.
How about now?
Do.
Myself by accident.
Okay, I can hear again.
Okay.
Huzzah!
So what was,
Sorry.
what was the last thing you heard? I'm sorry. My mic went out and everything for a second, so it just reconnected.
Oh, okay.
What was the last thing you heard me say?
We were talking about you staying over on Saturday.
Okay, yeah. So, yeah. Catholicism is patriarchal witchcraft.
Basically. It's just witchcraft for the boys.
That's it. They stole all the witchcraft shit and then they remarketed it for men. But
Yeah.
I digress.
Really.
How did the second part of the question was like, how did your beliefs kind of change over time?
Oh, right. Yeah. Okay. So I basically open the Alexa app and try again. What in the fuck? I have Alexa in my ears. Go away.
Fuck off, Alexa. We don't need you right now.
Okay. Basically, I kind of stopped believing in God the same time I stopped believing in like the Easter Bunny and the Tooth Fairy and Santa Claus. God was just kind of like that other like mythical figure that kind of like had a little bit too many human characteristics that I was like, and like a little bit too many inconsistencies. I was like, eh. So yeah, no, it kind of just became like that thing I used to believe in when I had no other perspective growing up. Like, you know, like a kid.
Before you were educated.
Yeah.
But before you developed critical thinking skills.
Yeah. I didn't, and then I guess I was kind of just like agnostic atheist, whatever. I didn't really think about it too much. I kind of just saw, but I didn't really like see any other perspectives yet.
Mm-hmm.
I only had the like Christian-ish perspective, so I hadn't like experienced anything beyond that yet. And so coming from like just that, I was like, okay, there is no God because that God is dumb and like I don't want to hear it. The other religions go away. So I'm not
Cancer in children. That is the one thing that will forever disprove a benevolent God for me. Specifically, cancer in children. Cancer in children is the number one thing that will always completely end my belief in a benevolent, omnipotent God. Because either he is omnipotent, omniscient, and able to do anything and everything, and he chooses not to because he's a psychopathic asshole, such as Chuck from Supernatural. If you know, you know. Explain later. Or God is benevolent, but not all-powerful or all-knowing.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
One of those two things is true if God exists the way Christians believe God exists. Yeah. That is my opinion on that particular topic.
But then, like, they'll throw so many scriptures at you that you could easily, if you were a human encyclopedia, you could easily point to another spot in the same book that's saying the opposite thing.
Because all they do is regurgitate talking points that their pastor tells them to regurgitate. None of them have ever actually sat down and read the Bible cover to cover.
Or priest if you're Catholic.
Yes, pastor, priest, all of the different names, bishops. I don't fucking know. All of the things are weird. I'm just a witch.
Yeah. So then I guess I kind of got into like spirituality around like college. Well, no. In high school, I got into astrology.
Fair. That's
yeah.
on point.
That was so
surprised you never got into it earlier, being friends with me.
Not really, no. We were always just into like anime and The Sims.
I mean, like, I mentioned it a handful of times, but like I only ever talked about it to people who like asked me questions about it. It wasn't like a normal typical topic of conversation, except for those Catholics and Christians who were trying to convert me.
Right.
Like they were the only ones who gave a shit. Hi, Sierra, welcome in. Thank you for all the hearts.
Hello.
So I see some eyes in there, but I only see one person in like the chat feature. So just wanted to shout that out. Say hi, thank you. So yeah, I never talked about my spirituality much in middle school, except for those who wouldn't stop badgering me about it. And so for some reason, I just assumed that I talked about it to you more often, especially because we did go to church, but I guess you never really
brought it up.
Yeah.
The only time I remember anything was like you telling me your mom was Wiccan, and I was like, oh, okay.
She's
I don't know what that is.
Wiccan/pagan, and like that was it.
Yeah, that was kind of it.
It just never really came up. It's funny what happens when you don't shove your religion down other people's throats and let them discover it for themselves. They tend not to talk about it except for when you ask them. Like,
yeah, and I'm asking.
Exactly. So you got into astrology around high school. Where did it develop from there?
So yeah, astrology in high school. And that evolved into palm reading. I was into palm reading for like a minute, and this is still in high school. And then after high school, in college / like taking a break from college, so 18, 19, 20, no, 19, 20-ish. Anyway, I got into like psychedelics, basically, and that brought me to spirituality. Because yeah, a whole bunch of shrooms will make you have some realizations. I'm not super.
So I'm gonna mute for a second longer.
You're good. I'm not super into like anything beyond like good old devil's lettuce these days, really. But like back then, it definitely like chemically opened my mind. I guess because I was still stuck in the like hard, like I don't know if there's a God, but my stance is that there's probably not. Like that was my like still view on like all of the spirituality spectrum. I was kind of just like a leave me out of it. I don't want to talk about it kind of like. So taking something that like chemically alters your mind and like opens it up that way made me think like, wait, we are so much more connected than I had originally thought. Like we're not just, I don't know, like humans are like the part of the earth and like and you know, and like I don't know. So I guess that's kind of just evolved. And then I went to live in Egypt when I was 21 until last year. And so I've been very exposed to Islam and Muslim culture. I lived in the Middle East for 8 years, so which is like a third of my life. So I know about like their views of witchcraft, which is kind of interesting, and like their spiritual beliefs as far as like calling jinn, which is like spirits, basically, you know, their views on that. And it's just, I don't know, it's a fun, it's interesting to have perspective, you know, which is what I did not have growing up. And then this past year, since moving back to America, I've kind of just been interested in getting back to my roots, which I was like starting to get into before I left. And I just randomly like went to a metaphysics shop to kind of like remember, because I mean, I literally haven't been there like a decade, you know, like I haven't been thinking about this stuff in so long. It was kind of like out of sight, out of mind a little bit.
Mhm.
So I went to a metaphysics shop and I got an oracle deck, and that just like took me down the witchy rabbit hole. And here we are.
Fun. Oh, you went on a journey. I'm almost a little jealous. Mine was rather straightforward. Yeah. Everybody, don't forget to like, comment, and share. Click the little heart button over and over and over again, and that keeps us on the algorithm and actually pushes us out for us, I think, on Substack, as well as, YouTube and all the things. So, yeah, just a little quick reminder there. So, anyway, I was very fortunate because the generational curse of religion was already broken before I was born. Both of my parents were more spiritual than religious. Both had been raised with some form of religion. My dad was Christian. My mom was Catholic Christian. She was, for the first couple of years of her life, raised by her grandparents. And her grandparents were Catholic, but they were like true followers of Jesus Christ type Christian people in general. Like, they were kind, they were loving, they were accepting, and that was her introduction to Christianity and to Jesus and to the Bible.
Relate. No, I'm just kidding.
Genuinely, that's actually rather nice to have that kind of opening into religion. Although, which one is it? You might know this more than me. Which one is it where, like, is it all Christianity, or is it Catholicism specifically, where, like, if you accept Jesus into your heart, even if, like, you've done horrible shit, like, as long as you do it before death,
that might just be like all of Christianity. I think that might just I think that.
But Catholicism is the one that does confessions.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Other ones don't necessarily have confessionals.
I don't think so. No.
Yeah.
No, and they also don't have priests. I don't think so. They
have like,
or maybe some. I don't know if any other. Yeah, they have pastors or
like the head of the clergy.
Yeah. I think.
So my dad was raised Christian, like definitely went to church and all of that. I think Southern Baptist, maybe.
Yeah, half of my family. Well, not half. I have like quarters. Everyone's divorced.
Right.
One of them is a Baptist. The other one is Catholic. Another one was Presbyterian. Like.
Yeah. I'm not totally sure.
Was it Presbyterian or Methodist?
I know my aunt didn't believe in evolution. I don't know if she still doesn't believe in evolution or if she has evolved. I love her so much. I love my aunt so much. My dad's sister.
Or if she has evolved. I love that.
I thought that was a fun joke.
That was a good one. I like that.
But
it's a funny bone.
I'm glad. I love you, Aunt Cindy. I don't know if you'll ever listen to this, but I love you. But anyway, so my dad was a believer in evolution. So, like, that's the difference, even in his own family. From his own sister to him, they had different religious beliefs despite growing up in the same household with the same parents. My dad's parents were actually together their entire lives.
Wow.
Right? They actually broke up and got divorced at one point, I think because my grandpa was a mean drunk. And then he quit drinking. And they got remarried because that is how much they were in love. Was she said, "No, you're not fucking doing this. Get the fuck out." Got divorced, put her foot down. She didn't drink. She had like a glass of wine a year on New Year's, maybe on Christmas. Like, she did not drink. That was my grandma. My grandpa, he would drink, and she did not like that. So it got bad enough that she fucking said, "Get the fuck out." This was the love of her life, and she told him to get the fuck out. And he did, and they got divorced, and he couldn't live without her. He couldn't live without her. So he changed to come home to her. He put in the work.
Boys, listen.
He put in the work. He fixed his issues. He quit drinking. At least he made the progress he needed to make in order to get his family back. And he put in that work. Fair. Good on him. You know?
Good job, Grandpa.
both of my grandparents passed away when I was a teenager. I was like 15, and then my dad died when I was 16. So like, I only know so much about my family history.
True, fair.
But this is the information I do know, and so my dad, he stopped going to church because of all the hypocrisy. He actually did read the Bible, or at least read sections of it. He didn't just listen to the pastor. He sat down and read. He's fucking autistic. So, oh my God, a lot of neurodivergent people have internal moral compasses. What? Anyway, so he told me once that he knew the Bible was not God's word. It was man's interpretation of God's word.
Mm-hmm.
And he said man's interpretation is the important part of the Bible.
Mm-hmm.
So when he would go to church and he would hear little old biddies criticizing the homeless man who was seeking shelter, and church is the one place that's open that you can go to when homeless and enjoy some AC in fucking Florida.
Mm-hmm.
And he shows up, as clean as a homeless man can be, shirt tucked in, hat off, respectful, but he's wearing sandals and he's dirty because he's fucking homeless. And my dad hears these old biddies criticizing a man for wearing sandals in church. And my dad got pissed off. He's like, you are here to worship a man who wore sandals.
Right.
At that point, he's like, this is not my place. These are not my people. I don't need you guys to tell me how to worship my God or to have a relationship with my God. And he got the fuck out of the church. And this was before I was even born. This was before I was even born.
Oh, we love that.
My mom, like I said, she had the little bit of Catholic Christian background. I don't know all of the specifics. She had a lot of trauma as well between, her childhood, teenage years, and all of that, and adulthood. But when she was pregnant, I remember her telling me that she went to like church to church to church seeking to be saved. Mm. Because she believed in her heart of hearts that if she never had that feeling of being accepted into, accepting Jesus into her heart or whatever it would be, that she would genuinely never be saved and that she would go to hell, and she believed that her grandparents were in heaven. She wanted to go to heaven. And that breaks my fucking heart.
Mm.
Because how many people are going around carrying this weight that they have to be accepted by some higher power and feel it inside their heart in order to have that internal happiness and comfort that they are going to go to heaven and be reunited with their loved ones one day. How fucked up is that?
Yep. Insert every LBG...
legitimate enter every legitimate person here.
I'm way too high. Give me a break.
Oh, that's okay. Me too.
Insert everyone's problems ever. Anyway.
Yeah, so she did experience that spiritual awakening upon the birth of my brother.
Oh, that's interesting.
Yes.
How did that happen?
Well, birth in general is a very spiritual experience. She was
7, I guess. Yeah.
16, 17, I think, when Michael was born. Was she 17 when Michael was born? I think she was 17 when Michael was born. So, yeah. She was, teen mom. I keep knocking shit over. So she was a teen mom, and there's a whole bunch of, I'm sure, religious trauma that went into her at that time that she didn't really, share with me or talk about, so I'm not going to go deep into it here. And I do remember her kind of going into more of a spirituality, witchy world before I was born, but especially while she was pregnant with me. And she got into, learning about midwives, because she went from having an OB to a midwife at 8 months pregnant with me.
Oh.
That's a story.
Interesting.
I will save that story for another time. But upon finding a midwife, she became more open to these different spirituality ideas, more crunchy mom things in the 90s, all that stuff. Yeah, so it was, I mean, if you were one of those people that in 2007 watched The Business of Being Born, then you know the kind of person my mother is. I think that's a fair example.
Yeah.
And I love my mom so much. She's amazing. She's an amazing woman. I'm excited for when I get to bring her on, like one of these days. She reads tarot as well. She's a witch.
Oh.
She's the reason I read tarot. She introduced me to tarot when I was a young girl. So now we get into mine. So like I said, my parents got away from religion before I was ever even a thought. By the time I was born, they already had a more than healthy idea of spirituality. Good night, Sierra. This will be posted tomorrow, so no worries if it's too late. We realize we started late, and fuck, at this rate, we really might be going to like 4 in the fucking morning.
Right? God.
Sorry.
We might have to skim through our segments.
Yeah, just a little bit. That's okay.
No, it's fine. It's fine. We're having fun.
We're stay-at-home moms for a reason, right? We don't have bedtimes. So when I was about... So I was not raised with a particular religion. I was pretty much raised with do whatever. 1 second. Let me mute for just 1 second.
Uh-oh. Baby, sleepy, sleepy, sleepy. She's talking to her monitor. For anyone that is listening but not watching, she's talking to her baby monitor. We are coming back, I think.
Yep, all good. It was my son.
All right.
He was sitting up, and I was just like, "Oh, did you just need to go potty or something, buddy?" So,
aw,
he's old enough. Yeah, he's old enough that I can actually talk to him through the monitor, and he responds.
Oh, that's so nice.
It is actually very nice.
That is nice.
I'm
not at the stage where mine can tell me what's wrong yet. It's still a little bit of a guessing game for me to figure out what's wrong, but I'm waiting.
Eventually, you become fluent in toddlerese, and it becomes a lot easier. But in the meantime, it does get difficult. So at 3 years old, my parents take me and my brothers on a camping trip to the Carolinas, and my brothers are going, I think, whitewater rafting or some shit, and my mom takes me horseback riding. The entire way there, we're running late, of course, because my mom is ADHD as fuck. So we're running late, and we're in the car on the way to the horse riding place, and I'm just going the whole time. I'm like, you know what kind of horse I want, Mama? I want a white horse with black spots, a Dalmatian horsey.
Wow.
Very specific. And
specific. Very specific. Mm-hmm.
And my mom is like trying to prepare me for disappointment, because how many Dalmatian horses do you ever see when you just randomly decide to go horseback riding at some random ass camp in the Carolinas when you're broke as fuck and have like $20? Like,
yeah, not many.
So she's like, that's a really cool horse, but when we get there, we're gonna have to see what they have. They might bring out a black horse, they might bring out a white horse, it might be a brown horse or a red horse, trying to prepare me for any possibility.
How did you feel while she's naming all these?
I'm just like, I know. Yeah, I know. But I really want a white horse with black spots, Mama. Okay. I really want a Dalmatian horse, Mama.
So you were just, during all this,
adamant.
You're totally, okay.
And my mom is just like, I'm sure, building up with anxiety about getting here and there not being a fucking Dalmatian horse in the temper tantrum that's probably about to result. I don't know. I probably was rather well behaved, but I'm sure I would have cried. Anyway, I kind of gave away the story there. We get there, and the tour has already left. And one tour guide, there's like multiple tour guides, one tour guide just gets back, and he's like, hey, hold on, I got you, no problem. So we get a personal tour, just me and my mom and this one guy, because we got there late and the tour had already left. So this one guy sees us, sees my mom. I'm probably upset. I don't know. I'm 3. I have vague memories at this point. Most of this is like retelling of stories that I remember. So this motherfucker brings out a white horse with black spots. And I am not even joking. I think my mom even has a picture of this somewhere. If she does, I will let you know. But yes, I got a fucking Dalmatian horse. And one thing I do remember from this thing is the cowboy in front of us riding his horse backwards because he was dressed up like a cowboy because he had a cowboy hat on and, he was dressed like a cowboy.
Right.
So,
Huh.
And I remember him making me laugh by riding the horse backwards.
So you were a little baby witch.
I was a little baby witch, already manifesting Dalmatian horses by 3 years old.
That's adorable.
So because of that experience and my mom recognizing my gift immediately, because she was already witchy at this point, like my birth was a whole witchy experience for her. Like that was a magical experience. And
she had you at home, right?
She did. My daughter is 2nd generation born at home.
Aw, cute.
Isn't that cool?
That's so cute.
So anyway, at 3 years old, my mom recognized my gift and started just kind of fostering it by like slowly exposing me to her craft over time. So she had tarot cards. She's playing with her tarot cards. Mommy, what's this? And she would tell it to me and we would play together and she would let me play with her deck while she was working from home and while I was homeschooled. And I'd practice with them and I'd read their little book meaning and stuff like that.
Aw.
And then
how long were you homeschooled? I forgot.
Second half of kindergarten through 2nd grade. And then I was back in public school by 3rd grade.
Oh, okay.
By that time, I could write in cursive. By the time that I went into public school, I could write in cursive. I could sign my name. I could do multiplication, but I had struggled with long division. I remember my 3rd grade teacher helping me with that. But yeah,
those aren't even 3rd grade skills, but okay.
You learn them in 3rd grade. Like I already knew them.
We learned multiplication in I think like the 4th grade.
I was in the. Wait, you were gifted too, weren't you?
Yeah, well, we were in the gifted program, but I wasn't in the gifted in elementary school because that was.
Okay. I was in gifted in elementary school.
Yeah, they didn't have it at my elementary school.
I went to Tomoka Elementary in I think Norman.
Oh.
Yeah, so that's where I went for the 2nd half of 3rd grade. The first half of 3rd grade, I went to. Fucking what the fuck was that school? It was in Daytona Beach. It was in the Daytona Beach, Ormond area. I don't remember. So yeah, I went to one school the first half, and my teacher, Miss Gaida, Geida, I remember it, Mrs. Gaida. She was, yes. And the way I remember it, she's like, it's like Gator, but with a Gaida, like an accent.
Wow.
Hello, Florida.
That is so Florida. What the fuck? That is so Florida coded.
She also taught us the sign for R, and that is how we asked for the restroom, was we raised our hand with the... Well, this is R, but this is...
Doesn't this...
this is R. But she did this because it was crossing our legs. That's right. Because it's like crossing your legs. Like, I have to go to the bathroom. Please help me.
Right. I like that. Isn't this in...
Potty.
Yeah, potty.
It's
like shaking.
Time. It's potty time. It's potty.
Like you're holding it.
Potty time. Miss Rachel. Oh my god.
Potty time.
So then, let's see. I was like, was I still homeschooled at this point? I was like 8. I think I was like 8 years old by the time I was tarot reading and full-blown Wiccan. Like,
wow.
Yeah, 8 years old, I was reading my mom's Wiccan spell book and doing love spells to try to summon true love for me one day.
Aww.
and doing a whole bunch of shit like that. And my mom would let me. She just she would just set me up. She'd let me with her Epsom salts and her oils and her herbs and her spices and her mortar and pestle, and I could just have at it. And I made so many things.
That's so cute. I wish I had that. All I have is like, Jesus loves me, this I know, for the Bible tells me so.
Now, my dad did teach me. Hey, hello, Alex. Thank you for joining. Now, my dad did teach me, like the God grant me the wisdom. Oh wait, no, the courage to change the things I can. The whatever the whatever serenity prayer that they do in AA.
Is that? Did he ever go to AA?
100%. Yeah, he went to AA. He was
Is
fucking
that
alcoholic.
Yeah.
Well, that was one of the things that kind of definitely reignited his Christianity and his faith in Jesus. Like he had
right, because the 12-step is inherently kind of Christian. Yeah. Or religious.
Yes, it's definitely Christian. It's a cult. AA is a cult. AA is a acknowledged, recognized cult.
Wait, really?
100% really. Go to Knitting Cult Ladies TikTok. She has like a whole thing on AA being a cult. You can go like research it that way. She brings up facts. AA is 100% a cult, and 13th stepping is basically rape. But anyway.
I'll have to look into this, but okay.
Yes.
Interesting. You learn something new every day?
Yes. Now, my dad, he did like court appointed AA. He never like stayed in, and he didn't get suckered in. It did reignite his like faith in Jesus, but his own faith in Jesus, because he already did that deconstructing of organized religion. Mm-hmm. And was like, nah, fuck organized religion. Y'all keep your hypocrite sandal hating things to yourselves. And he just took what he needed from AA and left the rest. He knew he was never going to be sober. He was a high-functioning alcoholic because he was an undiagnosed autistic who was using alcohol to mask.
Yeah.
And he didn't know that. But he knew he was never going to stop drinking. So he did not stay in AA because that place is abusive. Anyway. Way off tangent there. So my dad did teach me the serenity prayer from that AA. And, God grant me the serenity to accept the things I cannot change, the courage to change the things I can, and the wisdom to know the difference.
That one.
He likes that prayer. So
that's a good takeaway, I think.
It was a good takeaway. And of all of the things, he would encourage me to pray at night with that. But the second I told him it made me uncomfortable to pray at night, he stopped.
Oh.
He was like, all right. Yeah. I understand.
Yeah.
And he never made me pray again. I was like 11. It was 10 or 11, I think. And he just totally understood. And we would have conversations about God. We would have conversations about Jesus. And the thing he always told me is the Bible is not to be taken literally. It is a story. They are all stories. They are all meant to teach a lesson.
Yeah.
They are not meant to be taken literally. Because, like I said at the beginning, his definition was that the Bible is man's interpretation of God's word. It is not God's word.
Mm-hmm. Interesting.
So I had all of that. And then I just kind of developed my spirituality through over time. I went atheist agnostic after my dad died. Mm-hmm. And I went a long period of time, really until very recently. I went from after my dad died until I think I fucking predicted my dad's and both of my brother's deaths, which is one of the reasons why I was avoiding my spirituality at the time. Like about 6 6 months or so before my dad died, maybe a year, he and I started talking about like what would happen after he died.
Huh.
Just randomly, the questions started entering my head, and I felt like I had to ask them, like, Dad, what would happen if, like, to this house if he died?
Yeah.
Or, like, do I get this house, or would it have to go to, you know?
Yeah.
Do you have a will? Like, random questions like that would pop up. And he would just tell me things like, you know, I don't have a will, but you're my only kin you're my direct.
Yeah.
I was his only biological child. He was divorced. He was single. All of his assets went to me. That's just, he knew that that's what it would do in probate. He was a title examiner, so he knew that that's what it would happen. So he just left it that way. Other things we talked about were like, what did he want with his body after he eventually died?
Mm-hmm.
And I remember this very vividly because I told it to the cop after they were like taking his body away, and they asked me like, they had to write it down for like the mortuary to know whether or not he was going to be cremated. And this is why I remember it so well. He once told me, I don't care what you do with my body. This is just an empty vessel after I leave it. Toss it in a ditch and let the crows have at it.
In a ditch? Crows?
Just toss it in the ditch and let the crows have at it. I don't care. I don't give a fuck. I'm an empty vessel.
Wow.
So that was, I told that to the fucking cop.
Aw. Nice.
Oh, fuck, man.
I think you might have been in shock.
Oh, yeah, 100%. I was so in shock because I found him. But that's a whole other story. Then when Michael was sick, I remember being fucking terrified in 2012 because of all of the Mayan calendar shit, but just all of the doomsday shit in 2012. And I had already lost my grandmother. Okay, so I actually lost my godfather, my dad's best friend, Eddie. I lost him. Then I lost my grandma. Then I lost my grandpa. Then I lost my dad. Every year I was losing somebody. And Michael was sick. So I assumed in 2012 I was going to lose Michael.
Right.
So for like a whole year, I was freaking out that Michael was going to die. And I kept having bad dreams about it. And then 2012 passes and he doesn't die. And I'm like, oh, fuck. Maybe the curse is finally broken. Come October, guess who dies?
Yeah.
So 2013, he dies. And then Tyler, he moved in with me briefly in Colorado and then moved across the hall from me in the same apartment building for a little while. And I was getting bad feelings then. And then by the next year, the day after, or the day before the Capitol riots on January 6, 2021, he died the night before. And we found out. I found out about the Capitol riots and was talking to Dan about it. And then I got the call from my mom about Tyler.
Oh my God. Good Lord.
Yeah. So I was I was agnostic atheist. I did not want to think that I was actually predicting their deaths. Mm-hmm. But I would get heavy feelings of anxiety and like impending doom in the months leading up to their deaths. And so I avoided it for a while. And then I was, when I moved here after Colorado, after my son was born, and that was a whole traumatic birth, so I believed even less in God because COVID and all of that. And I remember laying in the hospital dying of COVID the day that I got to hold my baby, which was the day after he was born. And I only got to hold him for a brief period before they took him back to the NICU, and then I was isolated him for the rest of the time that we were there. And I remember just laying in bed, and the fucking alarms kept going off because my heart rate kept dropping down below 40 beats per minute every time I would lay down or every time I would like relax. So every time I was falling asleep, I was dying. And every time my heart rate dropped below 40 beats per minute, alarms were buzzing and would either wake me up or would alert the staff to come in and wake me up via
Below 40 is really low.
My heart rate was dropping below 30 beats per minute into the 20 beats per minute range. It got as low as 22 to 25 beats per minute. I was actively dying every single time I was falling asleep.
Jeez. Ugh.
40 beats per minute was on the high range.
That sounds like
when I would rest.
Oh.
And
so what did you have to do?
I would have to wake up.
That's it?
Once I woke up, my heart rate would get back into the 60s. My EKGs were normal. They couldn't.
So you just couldn't sleep? You couldn't rest at all?
I just couldn't really sleep.
You just had to like constantly be doing something?
I pretty much, if I wasn't asleep, like I had to sleep sitting up. I couldn't lay down. If I was, that's why, like, you can see in the pictures in her TikTok, there's a picture of me holding Danny for the first time, and you can see, like, my hair is, like, up like this. Like, I've been laying back in a pillow forever. And it's because for the week leading up to that, I was laying in bed or in a recliner the whole time, and I couldn't fucking shower or bathe the whole time because I had such bad...
Or sleep!
Or sleep! Well, this was before I was even in the hospital. This was when I was still pregnant with Danny. This was when I was sick with COVID before I had the placental abruption. Yeah, it was bad. So when I was in that moment, I remember yelling at God, being like, this is why I don't fucking believe in you, because you are going to take my mother's only living child away the same year. Like, I was screaming and crying and yeah. So why would I believe in God? Why?
Yeah, fair. No, fair. Yeah, fuck God at that rate.
At that point, I survived through, I think, sheer force of will, because I think the very next day after that, the doctor came in, and this was when I was like up all night with them running EKGs every 2 hours or so.
Good Lord.
And the doctor told me, he's like, you are at the point right now where you are either going to slip into a coma and die, or you're going to get better, and we don't know which way you're going to go. But that is the point you are at right now, is we're going to do everything we can. There is a new treatment that we're trying out with the remdesivir and this cocktail of medications. And it seems to be working, so we're going to give that a shot. I had a bad reaction to the remdesivir, and it was part of the reason that my heart was freaking the fuck out.
Oh, okay.
So I had to get off of that, but they couldn't take me off of it. They couldn't take me off of it until I was getting better.
Right, okay.
Because like they said, either I was going to get better or I wasn't.
Right.
And at that point, you know, the remdesivir wasn't going to kill me. It was COVID that was going to kill me.
Yeah.
The remdesivir was kind of my only option, my only hope. So it worked. I did get better. Spoiler alert, I'm here.
Yay!
But it was scary. And I think I pretty much willed myself into existence because I refused to leave my mom, my son, my husband. I refused. I just couldn't do it.
Yeah.
I kept looking at pictures of Danny and videos of him that the nurses were sending me from the NICU. They would FaceTime me every so often to like see him take a bottle, or I got to watch on FaceTime as he got his first bath in one of those little buckets, you know, those little bins.
Mm-hmm.
Like I have those bins. I still have the bins. I use them for my pumping parts. They're this big. I'm not even like joking. They're this big. He got his first little bath in a little tub this big. And it breaks my heart that I wasn't the one to do it. But anyway.
I know. Oh, man.
The fact that I wasn't even awake when he was born kills me. Nobody was in the room to hear his first cries except for the nurses and the doctor. Because Dan had COVID too, so he couldn't be in the room. So
man, you had two very different birth stories.
I did, because then I had a home birth VBAC, which was a magical experience. Before that, my grandma died. So after Danny, but before Sammy, we moved from Colorado to Ohio. And we did that because my grandpa died and my grandma had Alzheimer's and she couldn't live by herself. So we moved here so that way we could kind of take care of her. I could tell she was not going to live a year. My mom was adamant she was going to live like 10 plus years. My mom was adamant she was going to outlive her. Like, she was an evil bitch. So, yeah, like, yeah. Fun fact, she started talking about hell. Sorry, the baby rolled over, but I was seeing if she was awake or if she was just rolling over. I think she might have just been rolling over.
You're good.
But
you're good, mama. You're fine.
She got really bad really quick. And after about 4 or 5 months, I told my mom, I'm like, sorry.
Oh,
I'm back.
Oh no, you're good. Hello.
Okay. So around 4 or 5 months in, I called my mom. I'm like, Mom, you should bring her to Florida. We need to bring her to Florida because she's not lasting much longer. And I remember my mom got mad at me, and she thought I was just like giving up on her, and like, you know, like my mom was gonna have to deal with her for, you know, years and this and that. And then she died like 2 months later.
Yeah.
Like she lost the ability to walk within a month.
Oh gosh.
Like right after we got her settled in Florida, she lost the ability to walk. So the fact that I had a little baby, because Danny was only 14 months old when we moved here and was only 18 months old when she died. He was under 2 years old when she died. Like he was 14 months old when we moved here. He was under 2 when she died.
Yeah. Uh-oh, I hear a baby.
All right, how about we take a quick break, and we'll be back. And should I play the In the Nude one, or should I play something different?
Play the same one.
Okay.
It's a good one.
Okay, here we go.
Aww.
We'll be back.
Go take care.
I knew a man named Fred fell off his horse and bumped his head. And from that day he never was the same. He'd walk around the town with his stick flying around. And all the kids, they thought it was a game. They got fucked up, yeah, mentally really fucked. They thought it was a normal thing to do. They got fucked up, yeah, mentally really fucked. A generation grew up in the new. Well, when the kids had kids, they did what Fred once did, and ran around always jerking off. Their mamas tried to make it stop, but pussy power can't be popped. And with time the whole damn town forgot. They got fucked up, yeah, mentally really fucked. They thought it was a normal thing to do. They got fucked up, yeah, mentally really fucked. A generation grew up in the new. Yeah, mentally really fucked. A generation grew up in the new. Well, when the kids had kids, they did what Fred once did, and ran around always jerking off.
I'm glad you enjoy that song.
Welcome back. I do enjoy that song so fucking much. It's gonna be on TikTok tomorrow. I can't wait. Oh my gosh. I'm sorry, I just took a hit.
Oh no, you're good.
Okay.
Coffee break.
Whew, coffee break, yes. We know it's late, so sorry everybody that it's so late at night.
Oh yeah, sorry.
Next week, I promise, I pinky promise. We will start at 9:30. That is.
Oh,
Yes.
that's a promise.
We are promising.
That's a promise.
1 second.
She promised. We'll see if it happens. Coffee break numero dos. 1, 2.
Okay. No. Okay. So the reason that we're going to start for sure at 9:30 next week is because Kayla's joining us.
Oh, yeah.
I heard an owl, so I was making sure my husband was okay. He bumped his head on something.
Aw, he's too tall.
He's very tall. And this house was made in the 70s when people were short.
When people were short.
I'm just kidding. But still.
If you've ever been in any like ancient Egyptian things, everything is so fucking short. It's built for littler people.
Yep. Because I think like the average height for like an Egyptian was like 5'1", 5',
Probably.
something like that. Like
It's still actually really short. I am
all
5.
the inbreeding.
Yeah. No, okay. I'm 5'4",
Me too. Yep.
but I was like one of the tallest bitches in Egypt. Like I was solidly one of the tallest girls in every.
That is awesome.
It's so like it's a they're definitely like ancient Egyptian blood. Like it's still running strong. They show it.
You must be closer to 5'5" now because I'm like 5'4" on the dot, according to the last time I went to the doctor.
I don't know if I'm ever. I don't know. I'll have to check.
Well,
My mom gave me a measuring chart for my daughter. I haven't hung it up yet, but maybe I'll measure myself.
That's a good idea.
Sorry. Go ahead.
Oh, good. So we were ending off on the spirituality side. And I think with the last part of that, with my grandma passing away, my mom had called me like the night before she died. And she was like, hey, I know you're a witch and you need to use your magic, because I hadn't been using my magic because from the time I was 16 years old when my dad died, I stopped believing in everything.
Right.
So from 16 until literally 20, how fucking old was I? 27, 28? 28?
Wow.
Yeah. So at like 28 or so, 16 to 28, I was not practicing any kind of magic. And then after that talk with my mom, I kind of took a deep breath and I did the thing where I like reach out to energy, and I reached out to my grandma and was like, you can go now. Everything's okay. Let go. It's time. And I know her biggest concern was going to hell.
Huh. Interesting.
Because guess who started talking about hell like 2 months before she died? My grandma. Guess who's talking about hell right now?
I know.
Heaven.
I know. Talking about.
I hear I want to get into heaven. I hear I'm not doing too well. Yeah, I don't think you're doing too well, Donnie. And whoever's doing that makeup on your hand is doing a really bad job. Using foundation of your color. See, they're using foundation of your skin color on that orange-ass man. It's like an obvious little blot of foundation right where an IV would go.
Yikes.
It's hilarious.
Like his wife is just like, oh, honey, come on, mommy.
Melania ain't touching that bastard.
True. They probably sleep in separate beds.
100% they sleep in separate beds. I mean, one of my favorite compilations is watching Melania like swat his hand away every time he for it.
I feel like I've seen this.
From his first presidency, from like 2017 till 2020, like every time they're together, he's trying to show affection and she's like swatting his hand away. Like he's reaching for her fingers and she's like, no. Like he reaches for her hand and she just straight up like swats it away. She's like he tries to kiss her and she's like, no. He tries to kiss her on the lips and she's like, no.
She hates him so much.
Fucking hates him. I would too, you know? He bought her from Epstein. She's the product. She's the human trafficking product of Jeffrey Epstein and Ghislaine Maxwell.
That makes sense.
Because guess who introduced them?
Oh, really? Whoa.
Guess how many pictures there are of all 4 of them together?
Probably too many.
There are more pictures of all of them together than of me and my grandparents.
When are the files coming out?
Some of them have already been released, but the Department of Justice is doing the thing where they're purposely dragging their feet in releasing them. So they're sending them off in bunches at a time to the House Oversight Committee. And the first 30,000 pages of documents that they sent over, like, of the 33,000 pages, 32,000 was already publicly available information, and the other 1,000 pages were flight logs that contained no valuable real information that wasn't already inferred by the other information.
They're just like, here, be happy.
They're purposely avoiding sending the files, yes.
Eat paper.
Yep.
This is what you wanted. Files. Eat the files.
Exactly. So I started reconnecting to my magic after my grandma died. And I started...
Where was the segue there?
And I started getting into the political atmosphere around the same time.
That was just such a...
Well, I started doing my tarot readings for political purposes right after I reignited my witchiness.
That was
so I've been kind of...
That was good comedic timing. Sorry, continue.
It was good comedic timing. Thank you. I'm very funny. So I started doing my tarot readings again after my grandma died. Like I started getting my witchy shit again. I started getting into it again. I started reading the books again. I started this is the deck I got right after that happened.
Ooh.
And as you can see, it's been well worn.
Nice.
Like the corners are all messed up there. Like I definitely use the shit out of this deck. I wanted to kind of preface that with, I genuinely believe that your ancestors, your family ties, and the people that make an impression on your life, whether they're, genetically tied to you or not, are the people that are your spirit guides. I don't believe deities typically reach out and connect without reason. So, I feel like they're more reaching out to those who have already opened the door, if that makes sense. Mm-hmm. Like they have entered the garden willingly, and whoever happens to be poking around the garden is fair game. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm, mm-hmm. But I feel like everybody should who is interested in starting their journey of spirituality, not religion, but spirituality, I think they should start with their family and the spirits who have passed on, because those are the ones that are the easiest to connect to. And I can feel it. Like when I am doing my tarot readings and I'm asking my guides a question, I can tell which card is coming from which person. Mm-hmm. I can sense their energy as easily as I could tell who was walking in the house based on the sound of their footsteps. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. You can tell if your mom is walking down the hallway versus your brother because of the way that the sounds that they make when they walk. Mm-hmm. It's the same thing. When a card pops out, the message I get in my head, I can tell right away, oh, that was my dad. That was Michael. Mm-hmm. That was Tyler. It's very on par with their humor. So if you're into the spirituality and the magic and you don't know where to start small. Start
Yeah.
with your family. Start with the people that you've lost, that you miss. And I had a question. This is going to go into my witchy tip of the week. So let me do the cool thing here, where I pop in the little there we go, witchy tips of the week.
Ooh.
We getting fancy now.
Wow. We got software.
So we had a question in our Discord on how to start an altar.
Ooh, that's a good
And
question.
I wanted to give an example. So if you're starting your altar and you are starting with your spirit guides of who have passed away in your life that you want to reach back out to, a family, a friend, even a fucking pet. These are your guides who are going to be the easiest to connect with because you know their energy. You'll be able to feel it. You'll be able to sense it. When you're working with deities, you don't know what they feel like, so it's really easy to get drawn into the wrong thing. That's why I don't recommend deity work as a beginner. But when you're creating an altar to start out your spiritual journey, start off with some basic things. You got a bell. You have a photo of your loved one.
Oh.
That's Michael.
Hello.
There's Tyler.
Nice.
Look, this is back when you could tell we weren't religious kids. He has a Harry Potter book. You can tell we weren't Catholic. We were allowed to read Harry Potter.
I don't know if I never read it, but I don't know.
You know what? The books have been forever tainted, and knowing more about J.K. Rowling now
Yeah.
and how she's a TERF,
kind of ruins it a little bit.
it ruins it a lot. Like, having read a couple of the books again since knowing she's a TERF, a lot of the passages come out as really problematic.
Oh.
Yeah, like, obviously problematic. Like, fucking Ron defending slavery of the elves.
Oh.
What the fuck was happening right now with people defending slavery? Like, slavery isn't that bad. What? Fuck you. Anyway, other things that you can put on your altar. You have, your bell to cleanse the area.
I can't with the way you just cut. I can't.
Anyway,
Continue.
that's gonna be a sticker one of these days. We're just gonna have an anyway ...
Anyway.
That's just how I cut through. That's just how I segue into everything. It's just anyway.
The tone shift, the immediate tone shift. I'm too narrow divergent for this shit. I don't do well with change.
And it's late, and I want to go to bed.
Do you think we should skip some segments?
I think so. So I do want to go through the witchy tips, and then yeah.
Whatever
we don't have to do
whatever your heart desires.
And we already did the tarot, so that's already done. We can skip that unless there's like a specific thing that we want to ask.
I don't know. You kind of already covered. We kind of covered both.
We did the week. We did the week.
Yeah.
So I think this next part will go pretty quick as long as we stay on task.
This is so hard.
So fucking hard. Okay. Altars. So when you're making your altar, the couple things you got your photo, got your way to cleanse your area. So it could be an incense. I like the bell because sound cleansing is something you can do everywhere. You can do that in an apartment that doesn't allow you to have candles or incense. You know what I mean?
You can also just clap.
You can also clap.
Cleanse. You could like snap. Yeah.
You can say, "Hey, get the fuck out of my house if you have no good for me." That counts.
Yep.
Hey, chaos witchcraft. Throw in any kind of things that your loved ones enjoyed or that you feel connected to. So this is a trinket, the Mockingjay from the Hunger Games, which is a movie that I watched with Tyler.
Aww.
I read the books too, but yeah. So these are a handful of things that I have on my altar. You also should have crystals, some go-tos, selenite.
Yep. For sure.
Quartz.
Oh, that's a pretty one.
Thank you. I'm going to set up a fake altar here for a second using my Cards Against Disney box. Just as a quick example of how you can make an altar on and around almost anything. It does not have to be big or small. You bring things that your loved ones enjoy in life. So like I have cannabis seeds, which also works because it's a blessing. It's an offering and a blessing. It's like, hey, fertility and growth, and also, hey, can you bless this shit so that way when it grows, it has your blessings in it, and I can smoke it, and I can be more connected to you.
True.
You know, little things like that. If you don't want to go through the hassle of growing it, you can also take something else that they loved and put it by it as an offering. Don't forget them if you have them.
Someone in Discord asked, don't forget to put your dad on the altar.
Or your mother, or your brother, or your uncle, or your pet. So this is actually Michael and Tyler. Their ashes are together in here.
Oh, wait, that's cute.
So yeah. So let me just set these down, and then this is for my dad. But this is a book that I made my dad when I was in 3rd grade, and he kept it, and he wrote in it.
Oh.
He actually he wrote in it for me.
Well, what did he write?
Oh,
I mean, you don't have to read the whole thing. But
Yeah. This was January 17th, 2004. I've been meaning to write in this journal for a while, so let's start today. I bought Katie a Magic 8 ball to give to her friend. Many something for her birthday. However, there was no party, so I guess Katie can keep the present.
Dude, your dad is...
Oh.
You're such a character. What the heck?
Okay. 4/24/04. It's one line.
Wow.
Today, we, Katie, Tyler, and I went to Wekiva, the springs where we would go.
Oh.
Yeah. So, it's a book of all these little wonderful little memories.
That's so cute.
You can have something like that on your altar. And this is a picture of my dad, since I have a picture of Michael and Tyler in here. So here's a picture of my dad.
Nice.
And now here is my little makeshift altar. Ta-da!
Ta-da!
There you go. We've made an altar.
So pretty.
It's as simple as that, folks. You just dedicate a spot in your house to your altar. It can be anywhere and anything.
I have a lot of crystals on mine. Crystals is kind of how I started getting into like the entire metaphysical realm, really. Like before even like tarot and oracle decks, because I sort of briefly got into like the spiritual realm before leaving for Egypt, but only very briefly. I don't know. Anyway.
Do you have any witchy tips for the week?
Oh, I just wanted to remind everyone that glamour magic is a thing and it works.
Yes, absolutely. And we have a glamour magic section in our Discord server.
Join our Discord server. And you...
Yeah, we only have like fucking 13 people in there. Join. Jesus Christ.
Okay. Yeah. No. So, glamour magic works. It's a thing, especially when I would say, like with skincare, I would say that's a big one. Using skincare as a time to do glamour magic. That's kind of what I do.
And self-care magic.
Yeah. just all of the self-care magic. Yeah.
Self-care magic is glamour
Mhm.
magic in and of itself, I think.
Glamour magic is self-care
which
magic.
is just
well, because I mean, if you're just making yourself feel like better about how you look, like isn't that self-care?
self-esteem. Raise your self-esteem.
Exactly. So do that. Do some just like maybe I don't know, a little bit of glamour magic in the mirror, and then if you wear makeup, do some makeup while listening to music that makes you feel however you want to feel.
Yeah, how you want to feel. Yeah.
Yeah.
I've heard things like, as I apply this to my lips, make, my words sound sweet to all those who hear.
Yeah.
Little affirmations like that.
Mm-hmm.
And they don't have to rhyme. Kudos to you if you can rhyme on the spot. I can't. I'm not that talented. If I do, it's like, really, I'm a poet and didn't know it.
Yeah, no, I can't. I'm not into the whole rhyming thing either. But that's just because I'm weird about feeling cringy. I don't know. It's a little bit too much for me. The whole rhyming thing.
Yeah, I know what you mean. Like, even in the Wicca spell book I used when I was 8 years old, I didn't really even say the things out loud. I just, skipped over a lot of it and would just say the 4 lines that mattered.
Sometimes I don't even say anything during
Me neither.
I just, am silent, but, conscious with my intention. Yeah.
Usually I am concentrating on my intention as I'm, inhaling my medicine, which is how I smoke cleanse. I like smoke cleansing. And then as I'm blowing out, I am blowing the intention into whatever it is.
Oh, that's nice. You're infusing it.
Exactly. So, for example, instead of saying, so mote it be, I might be like, I need some protection and some assurance that everything will be okay. Because I fucking said so, bitch. That's just as fucking powerful.
Yeah. So,
what are you reading this week?
Oh my gosh. Okay. Well, I'm still reading about yoga, but I wanted to talk about how this is the same book, one of the same books as last week, Ignite Your Yoga, Susanna Markataki. Okay. Book club meeting. I wanted to talk about a principle of yoga since I'm reading this book and I'm obviously, making associations here and there. There's this what's the word I want to say? Principle is, I guess, the best one I can come up with, for lack of a better word, because it's
philosophy.
Well, it's part of the yogic philosophy. Okay. Anyway, I don't know. See, I'm still getting into it, so maybe there's a better word. But the word I'm trying to talk about is ahimsa. Okay, ahimsa basically. Open the Alexa apps and try again. Do it again.
Shut up, Alexa. Jesus.
Oh my god. I randomly just hear a voice in my ears and I'm like, wait.
It's Jeff Bezos listening into our conversation.
Okay. Ahimsa. Non-violence. I thought, as I was reading this, that's very similar to the Wiccan read, what? And ye harm none, do what ye will, I think, right? I don't know, word for word, but I'm sure you understand,
Yeah.
Most of you know what I'm talking about. Ahimsa is basically the same thing. And I don't know, I thought that was an interesting parallel.
Yeah.
Because yoga is thousands of years old. Thousands, pre Jesus. It's kind of a wonder that it's still being practiced, actually. But
popular as it is too.
Yeah, well, yeah. Yeah. How it's have this comeback, it shouldn't really exist anymore, but it does. Anyway, I don't know. I think yoga is a great practice and a great philosophy, and that's all I wanted to bring to this book club meeting this week. Thank you.
This one might be a little weird because it's outside of the realm of what we've been talking about, but I swear to God, it does, in fact, have a purpose. And it is Sociopath, a memoir by Patrice Gagné, PhD. And New York Times bestseller, by the way. So that is actually a picture of her when she was a young girl.
Wow, she's cute.
Right? She is a sociopath, a diagnosed sociopath. And
so, have you been reading it?
I finished it. It is so good. Highly recommend it. It's a very, very easy read. She is remarkable. And I felt both related to, like, she's very relatable and not relatable in interesting ways. So basically, she humanizes sociopaths because sociopaths are human. I don't remember the exact statistic, but it's fucking crazy. I want to say it's like 1 in 20, 1 in 25. But approximately 1 in 25 people are a sociopath. That's one kid in every classroom.
Yeah.
That's at least one child in every single classroom is a sociopath.
True. Yeah.
And when you think about it on those terms, and realize there are none social accessible assistance for sociopathy. It makes sense why a lot of people who end up in prisons are sociopaths. And she talks about this actually in one part of the memoir where she's like about the age of that girl of when she's in that picture. And she goes on like one of those scared straight to a prison places. And at this point she had done violent things to like ease the pressure in her head. Like it's like stealing would ease the pressure in her head. She would feel like this pressure to do something bad. And stealing would ease the pressure. So she started stealing things from people. And it would always be something small, like a pencil from this person, this person's hair tie, and it would escalate from there. And she was always honest, and she always told her mom, and her mom got progressively more and more concerned. And then she felt like she had to start hiding it from her mom because of the way that her mom got concerned and reacted, and all of these things. Like, it's a really, really good memoir. I highly recommend it.
Wow.
When she goes on the scared straight thing, she actually had, I think this was right after she had stabbed another kid in the head with a pen. And that was like the most euphoric experience of her life.
Oh, wow.
The amount of dopamine her brain received from stabbing this kid in the head. And the thing was, it wasn't like an unprovoked attack. This was a child that irritated the shit out of her, that was like constantly bullying her, irritating her, following her around. And like, it was one of those things where she got overstimulated to the point of that pressure overbuilding. And the way that her body chose to make it stop as a young child was to pop this person in the head. Kid was fine. It wasn't like she stabbed her with like a freaking butcher knife or anything. She stabbed her with like a pen, something, rather benign. But she decided that to stay out of trouble, she would make her own list of where her rules were that would ease the pressure but not get her into trouble.
Huh.
So she would like sneak into people's houses when they weren't home and just walk around.
Oh.
And like pet their dog and sit on the couch and watch TV.
Huh.
Yeah. But at the very top of her list, harm nobody.
Oh.
How does that connect in with yours? It seems
interesting. That's true. Yeah.
Even when we create our own morality, ethical standards, she had to create her own rules her own moral social rules she had to create for herself. And at the top of her list, her number one rule was to not hurt anybody.
Mm-hmm. Yup. That's the top of this list, too, is harm nothing. Yep.
She broke that rule at one point when she attacked a cat.
Oh.
The cat lived. She
Poor kitty.
hugged it real tight for a little while and then let it go. And it gave her the same euphoric feeling as stabbing that kid in the head. And she realized that no hurting anybody included animals.
Mm.
As a child, she understood that in her own moral code, as a sociopath, that she didn't want to hurt anybody and she didn't want to hurt any animals.
Mm-hmm.
So she really breaks down that whole concept that being a sociopath means you're evil or that you can't have a normal life. She's married with children now. And she was a nanny. And she enjoyed being a nanny. She loved the kids. She would protect them like a mama bear.
Oh.
She also stole things and stole cars and went on joyrides and shit like that.
Wow.
She stalked people.
Wow.
But because there was no treatment for sociopathy, she gets her degree in psychology and she treats herself.
Sheesh. The length we have to go to get treatment in this country.
So, we want to hear what you're reading this week, everybody.
Yeah, please.
That in the chat. Oh my god. Okay.
Wow, that was a good one.
I find that fun that both of our messages kind of overlapped like that.
Yeah. I think it's a good one. Oh my god, it is almost 2 a.m.
It is 2 hours and 30 minutes into the recording.
Holy guacamole.
I think we can go through these next ones pretty quick if we're quick.
Sure. What was next?
Parents, how did you fuck up or come out on top this week? So, what was our parenting fails or wins?
I put together a wagon.
Ooh!
For my daughter. It has a canopy.
That is a win.
It's a 2-seater. If she ever gets a friend. I can pull her and her kid or her friend around in a wagon.
So hard making friends.
She's literally not even conversational yet, so but yeah, it is very hard. She met the neighbor kid the other day, so she already has a friend. I have no friends here, and she my 1-year-old is more social than I am.
Get used to it. Get used to it. It's hard because you have to be careful with what parents you're around, and are they weirdos or are they uptight? Are they gonna freak the fuck out that I smoke weed?
Yeah, true.
All the things.
Everyone I've met so far has been pretty cool.
That's good.
Actually, we moved into a nice community. I feel like we're just yapping at this point. We are getting so off track.
All right, mine was that nothing was on plan this week. I was supposed to get this room set up for Danny to start homeschooling tomorrow, and I did not. So now I'm sitting here deciding between if I'm going to go to bed right after this and try to catch a few hours of sleep before I wake up early and knock this out, or do I just stay up all night and reset my clock because my clock is all fucked up and I'm sleeping all day and up all night. So I could just go ahead and stay up all night and try to go to bed at 8 o'clock tomorrow night. Or
that sounds painful.
This is what I used to do all the time, though. Every couple of years, when I was younger, it was once a year. I would just stay up all night to reset my clock.
I've done that before. I've done that a couple times, yeah.
So I'm debating if
I've been there.
I have my Ritalin, which I have not taken in the last 2 days. So, I'm thinking if I take that tonight, then I could actually get shit done, and then I would take my second dose after Danny wakes up in the morning to get us started with our shit, and then I could take a nap with Sammy in the afternoon.
You'll be so strung out.
Well, my Ritalin is only 10 milligrams a pill. It's not like it's a giant dosage.
No, but like with no sleep.
I'm used to that. I have 2 kids. When do you think I fucking sleep?
I don't know. I am going to pass the fuck out.
Oh, gosh. Okay, we already did the tarot readings. So, see, I think the last one we had was love and marriage. That was the last one.
Oh.
So, what did Mo do?
We've had a good week.
Yeah.
I don't know. I feel like we've kind of just been having good conversations.
That's good.
Not anything like particular, just like,
That's been comfortable.
yeah. You know,
Nice.
when like you just kind of are like going, because like the week went by so fast. I'm trying to remember like we didn't even really do anything. Like we went grocery shopping, but like.
But that's kind of nice though, because there were no fights. There was no major to like throw you
exactly.
off.
It's kind of just like we just kind of like had each other's back all week.
That's
I don't know.
good.
Yeah.
Poor Dan. He just finished working a 9-day straight work week, and many of those days were open to closes, where the store opens at 7:30 in the morning and closes at 9 o'clock at night.
Oh my god, so he literally just comes home,
puts the kids to bed, sometimes comes down and plays his video game or watches a show while he eats something, sometimes for the first time all day, and then goes to bed.
Oh, poor Dan.
So we haven't had a lot of time to actually like sit and enjoy ourselves too much. Getting in a little interaction where we can. I know, I'm so tired. I'm so sorry it's so late. I swear, I promise people. 9:30. I swear to God,
You're good.
Frankly, the 9-day work week is honestly what fucked up this week a lot, because 2 people got let go at his job. So him and his boss had to like pick up the slack, and it's literally just those 2 doing the work of 4 people. So they're taking turns of going opening closing.
Right.
So one of them opens and closes one day, and then the next day they come in at like 2 o'clock to close, and then the next day they open to close, and then they come in at 2 to close. So they're just burnt out.
Yeah.
Like crazy. Tomorrow is his first day off, and he's using it to do shit around the house and yard.
Dude, oh my goodness. Tell him to like just sit on his ass for a goddamn minute.
Yeah. I know.
Tell him to like listen. The house will be here. The work will get done.
You see, the problem is apparently I've done that too much, and now he's like, "Well, do we need to get it done now?" So I can't argue, because honestly, the weather is in our favor to get it done tomorrow, whereas it's about to get like rainy and cold and wet.
It's snowy eventually, right?
Yeah, very soon. So. Yeah. Quick last final word, and then I think we're going to log off for the night finally so we can get some sleep.
Yes, please. That would be nice.
So, everybody, don't forget to join the People Sick Day. If you haven't heard of it, this is going to be a 3-day economic and labor blackout. This is, go down there. See it? See it? ThePeoplesickDay.com. ThePeoplesickDay.com. Join the Discord. You can join anonymously. You can make your own little anonymous Discord user and join that Discord. We are trying to get our numbers up into the millions. Once we have those numbers, it's go time, and we can do our nationwide blackout. 3 days, no work, no streaming, no buying. Everybody can do 3 days. And if you can't do 3 days, you can do 2. If you can't do 2, you can do 1. If you can't do 1, then you can talk about it. You can let other people know about it. You can share the word. You can still join the Discord so that you can interact and participate and all of that fun stuff. We've been featured on Faux News.
Ooh.
Yeah. And The Joy Reid Show. And Mary Trump talked about us because she hates Donald just as much as the rest of us. So, yeah, get on the Discord, enjoy, And we will see you next week, everybody. Because
Thank you for joining us. It's been a lot of fun. I'm gonna go pass out. Love you. Bye.
bye, boss ass witches.